Hello, 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 Fambulem. In a good afternoon, depending on whose side you dey. Today we don't come back. Voice of Sierra Leone TV. And today we get boku chin them na di kotoku for ina. But again, as usual, we want make ina know how ina can reach we because we get boku platform them. One of our main platform then are YouTube, where you can get we on VOS television. So we appeal to Inala and the share then thing what they talk about because it's very important, especially those who they can talk way for deal with road accidents, road safety matters. So you can get we on YouTube, VOS television. You can get we on Facebook. You can get we on X when a former Twitter, when a VOS television as well. Then you can go to our website. And we website, you can able to contact we when a VOS TV website, when a www.vostelevision.com. Then we get with VOS Radio, we get website as well. When a www.vosradio.com. But then you can go now with Play Store, Google Play Store or Apple TV, Apple Play Store, and download we app where you can get boku thing for interact with we. They'll get Twitch TV when a VOS television. But then today, because of the program, I want to encourage you now for letting a call in because this they affect you all, which I want to talk about. So we get with number where in a can call we on WhatsApp. That WhatsApp number there is universal. Now +1 because now America will register the number when the country code for the USA and Canada 343-997-5821. So +1 343-997-5828. If you dey Salon self, you go get we. You dey Australia, you go get we. You dey Continental once you use that number there. They will get VOS Radio na Freetown when a 91.9 FM. So that radio there, you can able get them from we VOS app. You can listen to them directly. This is very good for people that will get problem with their data. You can download with VOS television mobile app from the Google Play Store and Apple's Play Store. And now can start the program today. And program, Mr. Shillon, still let's take a rest. And this is a continuation of what we've been talking about last week. And I often have been comment. So if you enable phone, send your comments on YouTube or Facebook. We'll go answer your question because the thing that they can't talk about now very important. So we main focus today with the honor the victims them of road safety. Then how will they reform transport and how we will build a safer Sierra Leone? What you do? Because today, November 16, we na the third Sunday of November, na the World Remembrance Day for road traffic victims. Road traffic victims. And also na Africa Road Safety Day. We know say we Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority then get a session where they do today for mark this day. And the point so they talk about victims, not so for just no more, Lord, remember the one that way don't die. Because what I've been talking last week, for me personally, I will still remember the victims of the Wellington tanker disaster 4 years ago, will be occurred the 5th of November. And also, a very good lady, when a principal from secondary school, Mrs. Masako Jallo, now is junior secondary school principal at Edwards, we've been there of road accident. Also the principal of Cambia Secondary School and an MP recently from that Cambia area when himself died of road accident. We are when the parliamentarian and they give tributes to that MP, they don't already replace themselves. And then people and they way now people that they talk boku, they get a lot of work for do on this road safety thing. So what I mean where they say today we remember all them people now accident victim. Because when we talk about accident victim, we talk about the one that we don't die. But also we go and look at the one that we live. Where some man get accident, he get broken foot, or sometimes he in a wheelchair. We see say we get boku okada people them where they get accidents. Where then they add to the accident statistics. How do we take care of those people? Waiting at the safeguards. We call them social safeguards. So how this International Day for Road Accident Victim come out? Now, a declaration at the United Nations in 1993. Since then, every year, we observe this day. We observe them, not with gladness, but at the same thing that happen year in, year out. In Sierra Leone, on average, we lost almost 3,000 people per road accidents. That is enough for full one whole village. Some village not reach 3,000 people in a salon. Now we talk about the Kush crisis. We see them. We don't take it as national disaster. But we're surprised for say road accidents, they result in more deaths than even people they die of drugs. So if we take that seriously, why we not for take this road accident thing seriously? And what you do today important. We not the only remember that and the way don't go. Because I know say boku of in a way they listen to we now. In a go don't get experience of either a family or friend. We don't die of road accident. If we go over the years, Lord, remember people that have been with prominent footballer Alpha Joe. We've been die of road accidents. We get a prominent musician, Steady Bongo, when he said die of a road accident. We get a prominent politician, Mama Conte, we die of road accident. We get man of God, one bishop self, when I've been a bishop for the Methodist church, when he said die of road accident. So what in do I mention all this? Road accidents, not a peak. Whether you're in a picking, you rich, you poor, you're a politician, you're a musician, you're a footballer. The ordinary people that we know they know but. So what to just sit down and say, this 9 don't reach. No, we get things them for do. So what you do today important. First of all, we remember the one that we don't die. But also, we get for remember the one that we live. And when they remember the one the way they live, how do we support them? One of the key issues that they talk about in a salon, nothing for do with insurance. And why insurance important? Because in the country, we get the Sierra Leone Insurance Commission, where they are responsible for look at all the insurance policy them who gets in the country. Especially one for do with vehicle insurance. Now we learn a salon with traffic law. It say every vehicle for be insured. But when you insure your vehicle, get different type of insurance. We get the common one, we know the basic insurance. We now can call third party fire and theft. What in that they mean? Boku people then say, okay, insurance, I will take them because the law says so. But what you know they look at now the liability and the compensation. Because when you get a third party insurance, what does third party mean? It means you were insured, it cover you if you're a driver against injury to another person, be it a pedestrian on the road or somebody within a vehicle or other driver. It cover the other person where you bank your own vehicle, and it cover property them. Because inside with law, we get and say, if you the drive, you go damage a bridge, government bridge, the law say you're responsible for repair that bridge. But people don't know that law. So third-party insurance, not just the basic. And one of the things where we observe from what I don't do in terms of road safety, the majority of people them, now third party then they take because it's cheap. But then again, we get problem there. What's not the problem? The problem is not the liability. Because when you take insurance, you're the person who insure, when they take the insurance, you are the first party. Party, now the insurance company where they issue the policy. Because you get an agreement there between you and the insurance company. Because now them get for pay compensation. Where if you get accident or damage, then they look at the assessment. The third party now other person where it cover, like other driver, other vehicle, or you can go bank somebody in market table, all that. But then we get comprehensive insurance. What's in a comprehensive insurance? Comprehensive insurance, it cover all the third party, but it also cover you, we get the vehicle, or you, when are the driver, plus your vehicle. And then they're more expensive. So it's a matter of choice. You understand? So now, what's in the happen? Mostly we hear people that working on the complaint about insurance. Say the insurance company there, not they pay insurance. Or even if they pay, the liability is very low. But we get other schemes them where they protect people them. Where I know say most people are not aware of. For instance, we get loan and salon where they under the Sierra Leone Reparation Scheme, where they in the National Commission for Social Action, now the administrator, NACSA. And that insurance say, like for instance, now them people that will be involved in that Wellington fire disaster, because some man been there, na been passed by, he been work at a treat, some man been there, he been the cell. That NACSA insurance they under that National Sierra Leone Reparation Scheme, it only they allow $80 per victim. Waiting at $80. Now small amount of money than it. And that scheme there, the total amount where government be non put, now less than 5 million. And beaucoup people don't know about that. Then we get another insurance policy where they don't introduce recently. Not a new one, not two on day. Because we know say under the ECOWAS, when at the Economic Commission of West African States, then get what's in called the Brown Card Insurance Scheme. What's in that Brown Card Insurance Scheme day? What is it there for? It means say all we driver themselves, they say forget them. Because we get vehicle the way they drive, if you cross go over Liberia or Guinea or any side, because we get vehicle the way they come out other country themselves. Then lorry the way they come out as far back as Mali. We realize say some people and they even take transport go Gambia by road. So if you get accident under the ECOWAS policy, now that brown card insurance scheme now they cover you. When the person where they use them thing and what you want for happen, the insurance companies and then for encourage vehicle them, forget like a symbol. Something where they go put na the windscreen where you the ordinary passenger go no say, if I take vehicle where they go across border, if you get an up-to-date insurance scheme to cover me. Then in 2019, because Salon we get good policy them, but implementation, the body we responsible for all the insurance company them, we call SLICOM, then in a Sierra Leone Insurance Commission. They may launch a scheme where they call Accident Victims Compensation Fund. Other countries, they even get an act of parliament like Malawi, like South Africa. What does that mean? It means when you get an accident, that fund they take care of you from the insurance company them at no fault. So if you're not drive yourself, not for blame, not for support people them. But so far, they don't announce that scheme day. But that scheme day, no wide, not popular. People they don't know about it. And when they talk about support for the one that will survive. So this insurance thing that you for look into. The other thing, we don't change, we law them. We get a new authority where we get for talk about later on. When they regulate all public transport. And that authority now is supposed to give operator license them to either they drive keke, either they ride Okada, either they ride taxi, either they ride poda, or they ride bus. So for get that operator license the authority get for set conditions. How you go get the operator license, and insurance now one of it. And then country over there like why in the UK and so other African country where don't work. Then get insurance where they deal with commercial vehicle them. Insurance. What insurance mean? It means that if you get your vehicle where they provide services to the public, whether not for passenger or freight, you get to get insurance cover where the liability go cover the people them with the transport. And I feel to say we government self not for allow any commercial operator of public transport forget third-party insurance, they forget fully comprehensive insurance. Look at that. And also we they talk about insurance claims, because boku ten and I know say boku people and they where even when you check the insurance, you get accident. Forget the insurance payment. No problem. But all in how they talk, Salon not to backward country. We don't do a lot of improvements. Claims them. For you, the vehicle owner, when you get accidents with your other company, one of the things you get for do, you get for check if that other person they get insurance. And how you go do that? Let we control room play the first video, because low clap for insurance people them, because they don't get a number now where you can call for check any vehicle where insure. So if we can control room for let play for we, then we'll talk more about that.
Mina ACP Abdul Mojwe, Director of Traffic, Road Safety Management. Since I'm transferred to the Department of Traffic as the Director of Traffic, earlier this month, I talked with my boss, the IGP of Sierra Leone Police, Mr. Faisal, say I need to forget the media and talk to them on the CBD. Let's talk about the CBD. After I go my board meeting with SLICOM, I found out no longer new app. You can go before you know whether vehicles or Okada are insured or not. When a star 9292 hash with and any is coming, insert the vehicle or the car number. When it's Saturday, they go know whether it's insured or not. So what I call the media, other stakeholders, the law going to allow shout to the public. They don't see there's an app now where SLIC they use. So the case you don't see sticker on Okada or motorcar for licensing, not facing or gets or not insured. But when you go to the app, you go know whether it's insured or not. So I call them meeting, I can talk to them. So call the VOS Show on them, call the Kekayada, or call the Okada can talk to them. But most of the Okada and can't force today. Bigger margin. I talk to them, tell them say we go back to the CBD MOU also in 2013 with them. The former president was David Koma, but the president with now, and I'm Mr. Ansu, and I'm the member of that they. So tell them say the CBD starts from Upgon onto Blomley. But there's a need for now the VMO go back so that the city will be clean as I put it before. So that also I was stopped when I was stopped before we go into enforcement. Because we don't do now, but not do now, we now call into meeting. Yeah. So there will be no chaos between we and them. Because they two are partners in development, so call us a law with them. And we come to the meeting with the color president, tell and say now we will go back into the CBD proper and look into it. So let's talk to the membership, then I start the CBD day. And stop the back and I'll go back with the MOU. This being said, I don't hear so many issues. That's why they happen, why with the bike riders and that jog bag, why somebody with the inside keke, why they go jogging phone, how we will lead to death. So how about police point us to the president? So very good. I even mentioned that to the president of bike riders, say there's a complaint when they come a lot from the membership that they get other people on there, jog people in bag, jog people in wallet, inside keke, inside or Okada. And on a membership, no they do well to the community for Sierra Leone. Because we talk somebody in bag getting ID card, the bank passport, everything, turn the private. But in the end say no, the membership need to do and they. So now we say don't get man on stand, we they out to mend them. Whoever is caught on that, we charge to court and surely it will be prosecuted. Some other packed and then now we don't even create for themselves disease from inside because anyway the packs on a death trap, but most can just run down and then kill people. Very good. Even the Okada membership union not get data for the membership. They are all over. This is the organization where you let school today, buy Okada tomorrow. You don't even member of the union. You don't get no training, no interview, no nothing. So I don't tell the membership say they pack them all over them boku. Let them back go back to the drawing board. Go now all pack the way for the let it remove them before we go do them. Go do them. No go do it cautionless. Go do them by force. Because we are meant to implement the laws. So when you feel for go by the law, we force you for go by the law. So I don't guarantee this until this week. Let go back to the drawing board. Go now all the packs they will not be there. Go now the part of the MOU. Then I remove them all from the area then, so that people can move freely. People can pass freely. Society this that mountain court here. They block the entire street. Go now Gaza, pack there now. So I don't tell them to let them go back. Mistake for God do them. Let them go back there and remove all those parks. Let them go back inside the people and give them a park. Let me say this. No need for one being the pillar for go town. The pillar and go. If you decide like Kabbalah, you go meet you there and body Okada and go side they go. But most of the pillar on the back now they bring the Okada and kind of CBD. Because telling them say they give 100,000 can we go on PZ. The more money and they go implement a law now. This time around, we will catch you the pillar. Then go free, will they charge you or will they punish you for bringing the Okada to the CBD? It will not be a win-loss, but to be a winning for both so that following day it will be a deterrent for others not to copy the same attitude. Thank you very much. Of course, this department I know new day. I've been there before this time as DTO. I was also RTO before I left and go out and come back under the leadership of Mr. Faisal, we think and fit say this is the right man for this department. So I'm back for sure. I know the problem. Gradually I will fix it. Meeting with the Okadas, I'm not planning a meeting with the drivers union and Keke union so that we all go down the same footing for making this country and Fulton in particular as a better place so that whoever comes from abroad will see how the town organized and settled. They say yes, people are living here. Under my dispensation and under my command and leadership, from my police perspective, I will do what I know from my training in the training school. That these Okadas guys, we are not going to take them off the country, but go to remote them and control them so that where they should not be there. Where they should be there, and where they have got so down safety and protection from the police. But I tell the people of Sierra Leone say traffic management under the Sierra Leone police don't become a new and rebrand department. And they have corruption before this time. Would they tell us to be in the past? Because if you will internal mechanism, you policeman when they catch about corruption, you go to be dealt with and sack. So there will be no hiding place for nobody, no sacred cow. when you're out there, do the right thing, be a professional in doing things. So tell the people and say, if you say self na Salon, not give police money, not give them money for no. If you're a driver, not give police money. Okada, not give police money. When you give them money, it means you don't even abet the corruption case. If a man arrested for an offense, go to the police and go to court. If you have any business, fix your motor car up, fix your Okada, fix your license, get everything, then move out. Police not go away. But if you don't get all the things in the day, when they catch you, you face the law.
Well, Fambulem, in I don't see this video where I don't play. First of all, we will say kudos to the police them, where then they talk about this new scheme. But this scheme, now the insurance company then self, now the initiator, now the starter. But in the second part of this broadcast, we will therefore talk about the use of data and road safety. But what you will learn, what are the lesson they will learn from this? It means say, them mammy them, or even when they see young boy and young girl, they want make savings. If you dey on top Okada, that Okada get accident. Even if you want claim insurance, it not go cover you because the law say Okada not for take more than one person. Secondly, when they talk about Okada, for the other way they out, we they talk about Okada na they call commercial motorbike na salon. Because na don't boku na boku people in the use. The law also say, you know, for take Okada, that you take particular goods because I don't see people them. I don't see case na free tongue self where person they take Okada, it taught iron rod for building. That is against the law. So man they take in big suitcase. We don't see mommy them where they take picking them on top of Okada. Then they would then picking them so until they get to keep picking them when they go school. Then take Okada for go school. Waiting do because we not get proper school transport them. Even the school bus they would they talk about in a salon. We don't see say some of the school bus then they're not go able to cater for the demand. So you where the salon and for we where they abroad now. When you go salon, if you want to take any vehicle, before you take them, for your own safety, dial star #929# and put that vehicle there in number plates and see if you insure. Because if you're not insured or you get up-to-date insurance, the advice is not take that vehicle there. Especially now, like where holiday time they can boku people they want go upline. You get boku vehicles them. Where they go, you can check there and then there. Also for other motorists them, when keke bang you as well, Okada bang you because they are and then they cause a lot of accident. You can check the insurance validity by using star or #929#. In a way they listen to me in this program, if any of you don't use that particular way there for check insurance, I go look for Yeri Botina. I go look for Yeri and I come back to it. The lines are open, by the way. So we want listen for ina because road accident is a serious thing. And why we forget a day like this when Africa Road Safety Day? Because in Salon alone, over 3,000 people, as I say, then they die of road accident. So in a come back to we, in a get we phone in, again I'll give the number +1 343 997 5828. The lines are open. Now we are for me now. So we want every journey for be safe. And safety depends on you. Not go against the law. Not fight for going inside Poda way full. if Poda don't full, because each vehicle, if they send a 25-seater, it don't full. If that Poda get over 30-seater, insurance then people they know when and pay. If you get accident, it likely say the insurance not will cover you. So now the word that I get for telling her. But this insurance. So right now, and they go to the second segment when I get boku thing that we'll get for talk about. Where we don't talk about individual responsibility because road accident, now we all responsibility. Now we can talk about how for reform the transport sector and for build a safer Sierra Leone. And road safety, as we know, now worldwide thing. Even in West Africa, it is at global level. Now that makes so even under the first, the Sustainable Development Goal, when at the UN Sustainable Development Goal, when at the next 10 years to 2030, it gets part of it. We talk about safer cities and road safety, how for reduce African deaths. That's at the global level. If we go continental level, when that we want to talk about today, we get the African Union. Where the African Union don't get what we call the Africa Road Safety Charter. And that Africa Road Safety Charter, they now like a guide document where for showing how each country in Africa for make sure say waiting them for do for reduce road accidents in the country. Then come to regional level, we get West Africa. Because why would they look at road West Africa? Because one for compare with road accident with other countries in the region. Because the ECOWAS region, we get protocol the way for deal with free movement of citizens them and goods. For instance, now make so now we get what we call the ECOWAS identity card, when a biometric identity. When that identity card they use instead of passports for access the 15 African countries them. And if you go by road, we will not talk about this brown card scheme. Where one time in the way they will not suspend with country, but we don't get back into them. Because we self they insure, say, any foreign vehicle we can our country, forget a brown card insurance. Because if you can get accident and not to we country register, just by getting the number plates, you go cover on that insurance day. So now we can look at the Africa Road Safety Charter. How this come about? For a long time, we don't realize say road safety and road accidents na big problem in Africa. So the African Union been do this charter on the 31st of January 2016. It said all country them for adopt them. Sierra Leone, we did among the first country. In fact, now we out of the 52 country or 54 country within Africa, we are number 22. We don't sign that charter day. How we manage sign? The Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority been put a cabinet paper. And the cabinet on the 4th of April last year. Then after that, it go parliament. For let parliament ratify them. So today, one can talk about that charter day, where it get boku thing them, where go help we for improve road safety in our country. And what it stand for. So the reason we get that charter day, we all country for ratify. The charter get beaucoup thing them. Where one, nine for help follow get a road safety policy at country level. It deal with things and for do with speed management, national, regional, and continental speed. He also talk about how we go able to work with them people them, with development partners then, like the World Bank, the EU, the Arab Bank for Reconstruction and Development. When at them, they help we for do a lot of road and bridge construction. We see like the EU that they're responsible for, right? Where they call where the president be open the bridge number 38 and other bridge them. Then we they talk about how for deal with data. So when Salon don't sign this charter here, waiting at the thing where we get for look for. And how we go help for use them thing and day. And we want to look at the challenges them and pitfalls. Number one, the first part say every country forget a lead agency. What do you mean by lead? That we know say Ministry of Transport, not then the ministry, but under Ministry of Transport, you get the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority now then responsible for safety in the country. And what's the problem we get? How then they come into being? In 1996, now they look at the history now. We been get the Sierra Leone Road Transport Authority Act 1996, when I in the Combra for road safety. And that act there, we create that authority there in 1996. Waiting now be reason why we create that authority there. And some waiting at the time. They're responsible for things for do with vehicle fitness and also things to do with the driver, for the driver and vehicle them. Also, the inspection and supervision of vehicle repair and maintenance services. It deal with routine and monitoring of passenger and goods service. But one of the key things them, where they say they for do for promote road safety. Now forget the highway code for driver and other road users. And not only the highway code, that authority there now for look for provide rest stops as well as first aid center. Now we deal with them two things and they force. Waiting a highway code and how important the highway could be. Because when we talk about NTR, it's very important. And the highway code, what's in a highway code? The first thing we'll get, the last highway code we'll review in that country. Now when we change from left-hand traffic to right-hand traffic. The highway code 9 get rules of the road. Now I for tell you who say you for drive, who say you not for drive. Now I talk about things. Now I also talk about how you the issue license. Whose kind training you get forget for driver then? And that highway code there, now we for use now for set the syllabus for driver training. Now, what are the challenges then? In we law, where the principal law, the Road Traffic Act 2007 and the Road Traffic Regulation 2011, it make provision for people them for take driving test. And then driving test then you get the theory. With that theory there, now for no but everything for do traffic laws, road signs, road markings, and within now your responsibility. Because when they give you license, now a privilege, not a right. And that makes so government, the authority, can anytime where you violate the law, can take the license in a yarn. But for them take that license in a yarn, the law say, then get way for them. And then I want to remind with people then. And then they under we Road Traffic Act 207, and we talk about disqualification of drivers by penalty point system. We get in our books, but no, we not implement them. It say the authority for maintain what he call touching up system. What do you mean by touching up? When mean say they go give points for particular offense then. Like then country how they so. If you park na zebra crossing, you get points. If you speed above the speed limit, you get points. So inside a period, if you get a certain amount of points, then the authority get right for withdraw your license. And they say under that, under subsection 2 of the Road Traffic Act, section 100, they can even take you to court for that. So the driver where he don't reach certain penalty point, they can disqualify him from driving. Things for do with careless, right? When you drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. But we get a lawyer, but we're not able to implement them. Because drink driving and when they take drugs, we don't tell you about the kush. We don't see video there where they go on social media. But Okada rider and Keke rider there, where they take kush, where they put people them in danger. We they concentrate on the kush, but we will prevent with people them, where mostly the young people the way they ride Okada and Keke, where they on substance abuse. The irony of it now, country, even a breathalyzer, we never provide them. I remember say at one time the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, now them we go sign a memorandum of understanding with Sierra Leone Brewery for let them give them breathalyzer. Why can't we provide that? Then country here, we got a way for test people and for drugs. You can test them through the alcohol, the urine. But then they will cause a lot of problem. Now, how for administer them? So if we not get system for administer drugs and alcohol, all that they contribute to increases in road accident and death. So why I bring this road safety authority? So what we do in 2013, because the Africa Charter say we forget a lead agency, the Amenda Act, whether the 1996 Act, and create the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. But what thing they not do? They not review the mandates, because to date, now the Road Transport Authority Act 1996, now in the Road Safety Authority they use 30 days. Now that and they use now. Actually implements the law. Where are not things say that they right. Yeah, no. I think that I come off. I want to go back into the system. Are they on? Okay. Yeah, so we talk about this road safety thing. We talk about the okay, yeah. Okay, I'm coming back. I just try to find the connection. Another okay. Another see myself now. Okay. Okay, play something as I come up back.
In the heart of Sierra Leone, where dreams often struggle to find wings, one young man dared to hope. This is John Sitta. Born into a humble family where even putting food on the table was a daily challenge, education seemed like a distant dream.
Good afternoon and welcome to Voice of Salon Radio.
Good afternoon to the listeners.
Yeah, so what's your name?
My name is Ibrahim, sir. Ibrahim Pedal.
Ibrahim Pedal, what? Kamara. You understand say everybody people come first in the whole country?
Yes, I'm a pikin. Okay. Actually, they talk to you now, so we born the pikin. Now, attire the cell. Now, empty attire the cell. I no gets. In lunch, now 10,000 a year every day. At times, we meet up at the biggest one and when we eat, they can get 10,000. Not all the time. It is strain. At the constraint, at the up to 14 years, work no day.
John had a fire in his heart and brilliance in his mind. But brilliance without opportunity often fades into silence. His parents believed in him, but with an annual family income of less than $1,000, they couldn't afford to keep John in school. Then came the VOS Diaspora Helping Hands Scholarship Program, a beacon of hope for underprivileged, talented students like John.
To take the first position during my WAS examination.
And what are the mechanisms have you put in place for you to become first again for WAS?
I should be studying very hard and hardworking in class.
So what do you want to tell others that are unfortunate to come first in the Beckett process?
Okay, my advice to my colleague students is that success do not come overnight. They have to study and get prepared for any task overhead.
All right, thank you very much. This is VOS, Voice of Salon Radio.
Today, John is not just a student. He's a leader, a mentor, and a beacon of hope for his community. With your support, VOS...
Sorry for this issue of get. I don't come back. I hope saying all the hearing me now. So I'm going to talk about this Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. We'll go change the law. And we'll change the law. We actually make sure say we get a new authority now. With that new authority there, one of the things where they may ask them for do, now forget rest stops them. Accident prevention on the highway. So the first thing we don't talk about now this lead agency. Then they do their work because recently we already say the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority they get placed their way, then they get accident response. But it is not enough. The next issue where the charter talk about, nothing for do with data management. What do they talk about data management? Why is it important? Number one, the Road Traffic Act 2007 make provision say the authority of all driver and vehicle na the country. Then get them, but like we don't start, we don't get the insurance cover. We they able check if vehicle insure. What you want let the government for do now? Now for make sure say let them link that insurance check with vehicle check. Because why? Although the law say anybody can ask for that data there, but if they make it in an electronic form, like when you want to buy a vehicle, right? You can able check if that vehicle they register. Or even at the owner, you able check if he insure. That information they for them to 3 agencies then, because now 3 agencies they will get now the country where they look at road safety and traffic enforcement. We get the traffic cops then, where then a traffic warden. We get the Sierra Leone Traffic Police. We get the Sierra Leone Freetown City Council people them. When are they for a lot of things them we for deal with parking around the central business district. Recently, we see the mayor of Freetown just receive the mayor of Zurich. Zurich na Switzerland, we give them some money for now do some parking scheme na the central business district. So data is very important. Why also data important? We suppose Statistics Sierra Leone almost vehicle then they register in our country on an annual basis. Because when you know the vehicle population, now so you go able to build the roads them for cater for the growth in vehicle. Why we need this data? I'll give you an example. Sometime in the way, we don't ban the commercial motorcycle them for go inside what we call the Central Business District, the CBD. Waiting at that area there. The CBD na Freetown start from, in the western part, start from St. John. It extend to the east to Upgon Turntable. Then the way Freetown design, you get main roads them from east to west. You get from St. John, you get Sanders Street, Shaka Stevens Street, Wilberforce Street, Kissy Road. You also get Pademba Road. So in between Shaka Stevens Street and Pademba Road, you get then Liverpool Street, Waterloo Street, Welly, all down there inside the Central Business District. Now, when government ban then two-wheel and they guess what's in the problem? The problem is the keke they went at the three-wheel, they are not banned. And if government say they ban the two-wheel there, the Okada, for another area than they, because of it means say now we don't create another problem. Because you know ban the keke them when at the three-wheel them, then some don't come full up na the main center of Freetown. We make where they affect the Wakafine buses, what we talked about last week. It affect you, the ordinary driver. We want drive go Central Freetown. No, so we no get restriction. Where they drive, then part of the world there all day. What do you mean by congestion charge? If you dey drive go Central London, you get for pay special fee for that. And then they use what they call a financial measure for reduce the demand. But if you do that, then country away do them, then make sure say they get better public transport. They get bus them, they get train, they get underground, they get tram. So we not for just follow waiting the waitsman and they do without we not look at we own system. There's an opportunity because now we get the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority. The Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority now responsible for give license now. By now, when they done there over 2 years, then for them design and get the criteria for who that will get operator license. Because one of the problems we get in a saloon, we not get restriction of market entry. What I mean, you can get your poda, you get your taxi, but before we can get taxi, we SLRS say, you see the way they run eastward, you get taxi the way they run westward. The same with poda. So the one the way they run eastward, then they start from as far as Waterloo, but then they cross. If na poda them, most of them they go beyond small police. Then that makes so Bombay Street get a lot of poda stop. So doing then at the eastward one then. The westward one then, again you get around there, they come on Wilberforce, then they come on they park na Charlotte Street inside town. So now we just get two, which I will call zonal license. But the new law makes sure for route license, I will get their routes than they. And if we get a system where they give route license, they look at the demand. That's why data is important. So that not everybody will get license. And we need for improved public transport. Because when people when they talk about Wakafai are just one great route. Now Freetown. What about the other routes them. What are we doing for call people them, for let people them come and let them invest in public transport? So these are the issues we're talking about. Whether next point they will bring, nothing for me with data. So family, there in a way they listen me. The lines are still open. You can still send your comments them. Let's talk about this issue them. Now let's talk about the other agencies them. Where they plan transport. We get Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. Now we get Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority. They'll get Road Maintenance Fund Administration. They'll get the Sierra Leone Roads Authority, when a SLRA. SLRA, now they're responsible for road maintenance and road design. Road Maintenance Fund Administration, now they're the people that way they put the money what they take for repair with roads and improve the roads. But that money they're not informed, it's not enough. Because waiting are the source of that money there. The source, then they charge you per every gallon of fuel we buy. I think say now US cents. And all that thing and this. So we don't get a reduction in amount for road maintenance. So we have to look at how we dey finance road maintenance. Because number one, we have to look at, now make sure we get the Public Transport Authority, we get what we call priority routes them. Right? So then priority routes them there. Now the Public Transport Authority and the Road Safety Authority, now then for look at who say you get beaucoup sare public transport they run and see how we can raise money for improve traffic. But now let's go to the next area, where that area there, now what do they talk about what we call road design? How you they design the road then? Then in another particular area. Although we get them, but also we need for look into that things for do with road sign. So let's show another video where we get a prominent road safety campaigner in a salon where I don't work with, where they talk about the importance of road signs. If the control room can play safe, yeah.
Zebra crossing na place where they make people and where they use the road able for cross safe. Right now, I dey na Wilkinson Road, west of Freetown. For can see how we talek for use the zebra crossing. This na a sign for sure say zebra crossing dey ahead. And as a driver, when you see this, it means that you for reduce your speed as you approach zebra crossing. And if you meet person to map na the zebra crossing, you for get a chance for cross. But how we talek, I dey hand over on the mic now and go cross for see how we talek. That's my experience for you zebra cross na Wilkinson Road west of Freetown. From that point to this other side, no motoka no stop for make I go able for cross safe one. But why? Most driver not dey respect zebra cross. If me as big person the struggle for use the zebra cross, how we go talk for small pikin?
Okay, now, okay, before I play the other video, somebody says Sierra Leone is not a backward country compared to where else. Well, I'm not comparing it to where else. I'm just saying not a backward country because based on my experience, the problem we'll get in our country, we get laws them. Very good laws them. Now the implementation. Somebody also, they say all the progress we try to make is marred in corruption deliberately. Yes, that's true. I will talk about later on this problem because corruption, not two sides. And the third one, somebody say our development partners will continue to take us ourselves as a country. Okay, let's address this last point because I want to go back for analyze that video. Now, they say he who pays the piper calls the tune. In other words, when they give you money, the person will give you the money, now they decide for you to some extent what you get for do with that money there. We in Sierra Leone, we're capable of actually funding some of them here for ourselves. One of the problems is that we over-reliant on funding from the World Bank, from the EU, from Badia. A typical example, look at the Peninsula Road. The Peninsula Road, where for that they will not know, Peninsula Road starts from Lumley. In fact, it starts from that bridge, Juba Bridge. Then go to Godrich, go round to Kent, Toke, go Waterloo. It don't take over 20 years old to build that road there. But they may not do it well. The last time I go there, they don't do it up to number 2 river. Good road. Now, for just put asphalt now till you reach Kent. I should say something and go don't do it. But the reliance on these partners, development partners, they make we slow down with progress on roads. But I want to play another video since I did with road sign because I analyzed them 2 road there. Let control room show you the other video where they talk about road signs. Because there's another video where they talk about road signs, the importance of.
Hello viewers, welcome to another session of the Law Basket series with me, Ibrahim Khalil Kuroma. Today's lesson objectives would be to understand the role of function.
Mina Theophilus Kuroma from the Heavy Equipment Operators Network. And why we try to send this video to the public, or let the public self go aware. Now we get so many road construction infrastructure where they go ahead. But some certain road signs and they where SLRA and the construction the companies there where they construct the road, then they ignore. Like the road signs and where they try to tell you about so many informative things where they ahead of you. For example, like we not get no signs in this country when they indicate to you say fuel station day before or church day before, mosque day before, or restaurants day before. Because in the various countries and what we see, we don't go so many different countries. Any way they go, they ask. If you want to go buy fuel, as you go, you see the sign where they tell you, say, oh, just go before fuel station day before, and automatically when you go there, you buy fuel. Just go. But all this while, from ever since when they don't start the road construction, we know they see the signs here, and it's very, very, very bad. Like for the one that when they left, when they go out and in out of this country, when they come to this country, then they find them very, very difficult. So man, pass the cars, but the outside filling station there. but there outside restaurants there, but there outside go pray now. Time don't meet me for go pray. But if when they construct the roads, then they try for indicate particular signs and they person no go candle na motka go ask who say mosque there, who say church there, who say restaurant, who say fuel station there, and service station as well, because all the signs and they then very important. Like now, I no need for say la go na garage for go change oil filter. I know say the filling station and get service station, else you don't put a service station ahead. I know say I know they can for carbonize motor able change oil filter, and I continue my journey. But all land they then signs and they we need to see them. And majority of the other signs them where SLRA and then partners them, then they ignore. And another thing again where they happen with we, majority of them feed their road same where the road construction come in, then they make. Then feed their road same so then tars they are where they pull out. Then tars and before then they take and they go to away or then take and they go sell and give different people them a fine for let them put on and then feed their road same where government don't get money it for let them get the upper hand it for make. We got so many feed their road same. Look like the road where then they make this toll gate, Wellington Masheka toll gate, the tar, then they pull the tar, then they pull the granite so that granite, that tar, we can able use them for compacts and other roads same. Say government go reach for make them particular roads and they all the way now the concerns and the way who will they try for raise to proper government.
Okay, family them in I don't see them two video. The first video, it talk about zebra crossing. And that one, the 10 way that person they do that video there on the zebra crossing. By the way, the reporter now before BBC Media Action, now person who I don't link up with. Normally when you design a zebra, you get forget which you can get in them place here. You get a zigzag line at the edge of the zebra crossing, which can be 2 to 3 meters in length. Then I will make sure say vehicle they not they park near that zebra crossing there for let the passenger, the driver will get good visibility. The same with the person where they cross the road. You know? So the pedestrian go able get a sight of the vehicle the way they come. But what you observe in that video, then the first video, you see where the bus in the try for cross, wait for the motorcar them. And I ain't for wait the motorcar them, wait for them. But the motorcar, they know the driver and they wait for them. So then they all camp and driver education. But that same week kids in road day, the last year ago, some of them zebra crossing and they not improve on them. How they improve on them? You go waiting and get rumble strips. When are strips on the road where the speed, they reduce the driver in speed where they approach the zebra crossing, plus a road hump, what they call sleeping policeman. So it just get for slow down, for give people. That's not a good improvement where they don't improve. Now Wilkinson Road. Somebody said it is very boring talking about road safety in the country where vehicles that are meant to be scrapped are still allowed to ply our roads. Yes, I will come to that. Then in one other area where I get for talk about when it comes to vehicle safety. Now, the second video, this person they say, why do Sierra Leoneans always quote laws without any enforcement? Okay, who are the Sierra Leoneans? Who are we talking about? And I'm a Sierra Leonean, and then program why they do so, now for educate the public, and for show who side the law they. When you talk about enforcement, who therefore enforce the law? The people that they enforce the law are the police, the traffic warden them, and the Freetown City Council, Metropolitan Police, where now for parking. And when they talk about law, each of them, which are called departmental agencies, and get the Ministry of Transport. The Ministry of Transport, and they supervise them. Now, for make sure say, then do their mandate. The other check, we get Parliament. Each ministry in the country gets an oversight committee. Where the oversight committee is the responsibility of them people and they for call the agencies here, we know they do things right. So road safety is a collective responsibility. I am doing my own duty by educating the public. We get groups on social media where they also talk about road safety. And what are we doing as well? Somebody say, is there any government of Sierra Leone willing to do what you are saying? Well, the only way government can do that here, now when we the people hold them to account. I give an example. People and they think about what's important to them. Recently, we see where people then grumble about their data bundle. You can get a champion. Somebody wait on there behind the mobile network operators them in the person of Edmond Abu. And we make noise, right? People then get for choose them priority. Why? Because data is very important to we people them. So the young one them. That's what they're interested in. You can tell me, go on social media, see how many, the new job we're going to salon now, now content creators, them, digital, almost young people them, young and old, and they put in a TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, follow me. What's in the day for? When you follow them, boy, look what's in the discourse. Like what's in the talk, so not a priority to them. Woman and man plab and nine in the discourse, nine of them priority. Party business, nine of them priority. So when data go up, what's happen? When they grumble, you know, see Parliament call the mobile network operators and tell them, say let them go reduce data. Almost you don't see Parliament call people them for talk about road safety. I remember in the last government or the last Parliament, Speaker Abbas Bundu been there. One 10 day is sending driver for go register a vehicle. When the driver come again the bill, he was shocked at the increase. This is not the speaker. It is on record. Wait till they say so. And he talk and say, if they can do this to Mr. Speaker, I wonder what the ordinary man is experiencing. He called immediately. So let them come. Let the transport committee call the people that were responsible for can appear in a parliament. He fall on deaf ears. So the collective responsibility about law enforcement, monitoring, it rests with the ministries and also the parliament. Because parliament now then get the responsibility for monitor. And one of the two they talk about, we get budgetary hearing. Their institutions here, be it Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, Sierra Leone Roads Authority, the police, they go before Parliament, go ask for money, and you budget, now for say what you want to do. And I think say, what you parliamentarians and for they do. Now when them people let it come, therefore take the mandates, the law, waiting at the responsibility, ask and say, how then they prioritize, whether then they fulfill the obligation and the duty where government give them. That is the issue we are talking about here. Now, I don't talk about safer designs, road designs. Let's continue with these road designs. We see this government talk about overhead pedestrian bridges. On social media, we see say some people are not using them for other purposes, some of which I cannot mention in this program. So where would they design roads? We get for look at who then are the road users them. In the roads, we get multiple users them. We get the four-wheel. We get what you call in the transport sector intermediate motorized transport. We na keke, no kada. We get omolanke. I wonder most people that know say in years gone by in the country, even omolanke been get license. And city council been a license omolanke. It means say you cannot ride your omolanke without you not get license. In Kenya, where I've worked, omolanke then call them mkokoteni. Now the Swahili word dandy. Then get certain roads then they where you cannot use omolanke because then they cause traffic. So when you plan we laws them, where they design we road them, you have to look at who that they use the road them. We talk about pavement designs. We pavement a non-turn place for markets. Who are them for administer then law than they? The law say, SLIS say, even city council. When they talk of road signs, you have to put signs where you prohibit street trading. These are all camp and road design and design count usage. Other African countries then design the roads. Like for instance, in Benin, you get separate lane for Okada then, now major roads them. But we don't road they're not big enough. So we have to look at how we go manage the Okada then. Now they operate in the way we want them. One of the other things them, before you design a road, a way they improve road, we in the engineering and traffic engineering profession, we get forget what we call road safety audit and inspection. What's in a road safety audit? In most countries, them, Africa included, countries where I don't go, where I don't work, places like Kenya, parts of Nigeria, and when I say parts of Nigeria, you take like Abuja, the federal capital. Before they design roads, and when they repair roads, then they do audits. What's in the purpose of that audit? The audit, now they look at who do they use the road them. What's in the safety features that we get for putting on the road? Zebra crossing, who say they put zebra crossing? Road humps, how they design and what's in the height? Left with me, that baby money was spent for building a bridge. for people the way they work. We could have used that money to do proper traffic management system, traffic lights. We get system for pedestrian control. Pedestrian, we call them pelican crossing. Where they press the button, the light stop, you see the mortal man sign, show mortal man for cross. We get 10 traffic light there alone in certain areas, and then new traffic light we then put. When I count down traffic light, where it give you time for show you how much seconds you need for cross the road. But let me tell you the interesting thing. When we design in traffic light, then you get to make sure say they synchronize the way one, they link to the other. And also, they're supposed to get camera. But we own country, we like half measures. Instead of we put camera na then traffic lights in there, we see say now, they get policeman there waiting a motorbike, waiting at the junction. So, for me, standing like 1 foot forward, 2 steps backward. Because what you do, they use technology for improved traffic safety. Now, for reduce human interaction, we talk about recently, there was a video where they say, I think say na McKinney or one of them places in the region where they put CCTV camera where people then go thief the camera themselves. So CCTV camera are very good for monitor traffic. And when you design your system, you forget the control room. Where they able to put them camera in there, where they link to with traffic lights, they are people and they use them. Even things like speed cameras, them we not get in our country. We can start by using handheld cameras. Them. Radar camera, then police go they put in a checkpoint. Rather than sit down with the SLRSA people, them. Actually, they check vehicles, them. Some of them they do a good job, and now they condemn them. But why not equip them with things like speed cameras with breathalyzers? Them? It does happen in other countries I've worked with. For name a few, in Africa, in Zambia, in Kenya, in Ghana, in Nigeria. If all these countries then can do that thing, and why can't we? We always look back and talk about Sierra Leone being the Athens of West Africa. Because now we first get Bokut in there, even when it comes on transport. We were one of the first countries for get railway. We are one of the first countries for get double-decker buses there. Right? We are one of the first countries in West Africa or Africa for get radio station. So what has gone wrong? And today we're in our Africa Road Safety Day. Now make sure they bring all entire country in our attention. Not just for look at the problem, also they look at solutions. So when you don't do your road safety audit, now from there they design your road. And also they put railings there. Even things like pavement design. Because also people for cross the road, if you make the road, some of them part road there, you design the roadway, if the post worker, it's like say get chuk-chuk. It make it uncomfortable for them. But we don't even see say where they even put media on the road, barriers on the high-speed road. Especially around that Jue area, we see some video about that. Where you get that overhead bridge. Some people, instead of they use the bridge, they want to jump over the barrier. How do you prevent those things? That's why you need electronic monitoring. That's why you need, for begin, find people there. we know they use the roads correctly. Not just if they don't get money for pay, get them let them do community services. Let them help clean them gutter them. Let them go the penalty system where they go do. So when you begin put down and it go stop. Things like street trading, not using the pavements then for sale. But look at the center of Freetown. I can talk a lot of places then. All them places like Charlotte Street, even Shaka Stevens Street, you know, Gloucester Street. All them places in there, now social markets. And we are not doing anything about it. The other day, we see government make a lot of fanfare about their street markets where they don't go. President don't go cut the tape. But today, they don't occupy the building. So what you lack in that country there? Now leadership and political will. Because remember, because this is a time of reflection. When we been getting Wellington disaster, I've been showing a video in my last program when the president go on top of the podium. He said, "An apostle we don't live in the diaspora like me." I remember what he been saying. Which you do country are better. Now because of the laws them, you obey the laws them. And he make reference to himself. He said, and if we apply the law, if it in self when I in, if they say like no below here, you no go build it. Now this we can say na Creole. What na aid? What na much not to load na aid? Not for just talk up. I remember when the president came. One of the first decree we make presidential order. Now for say, any big alejo we broke traffic and enforce it for begin pan. If we make that order day in 2018, minister, parliamentarian, they will get special number plates. They will see traffic because they feel to say that they get right past all man. Then go and use the opposite direction because they're quick for go walk. The other people and they self-said they break the law. An Englishman say a fish gets rotten from the head. So if they went away before they broke the law, what do you expect? So that person when we make that comment, I just say, I don't give a lot of answer to what you had to talk. So let's go back now, the other area, when are the most important area we can talk about, where nothing for do with the vehicle then. Nothing for do with vehicle. Because when they talk about road safety, we don't talk about safer roads, right? I talk about the road design. I talk about things like road signs. You can forget proper road signs. You can forget proper road markings. And even when you do road markings, not for just put the marking no more. The type of paint where they use, right? You get particular paint. Yes, some say civil arrest to be enforced by responsible patrols. Well, who are these responsible patrols? And what thing would they talk about? We'll talk about civil arrest. Because when they talk with experience from different countries. Let's take Nigeria, for instance. Nigeria, they get volunteers then. In Lagos, right? Where they help for enforce traffic laws then. For people that way they use the road abnormally. They call the yellow fever. Why they call the yellow fever? Because and then people and they, when you break the law, then they make sure say then give you the penalty notice, and you get for pay. And when they say a motorist or pedestrian in Lagos go tell say, "Hey, old boy, yellow fever don't catch me." So yes, indeed, even we road safety traffic warden them, where they implement the law, you get the good one again, you get the bad one. Recently, again, we don't see say, they may not talk say, then get a system where they pay electronically. Spot fines. Then give time for pay. And if we get a system, digital system, I've been talk for monitor all that, we'll be able to do proper traffic enforcement. So we need training. We need resources. And this over-reliance on with development partners then. So now go to the second element where they talk about safer vehicles. Now the safer vehicles then. Again, I go talk about law. Because we talk about law. And with law, in the Road Traffic Act 2007, from section 56 to 69, we get things that way for deal with test of vehicles and issue of roadworthiness certificates. Now in another country, in England, we call them MOT. Why we call it MOT? MOT in England means Ministry of Transport. So when they say MOT test, now Ministry of Transport, now they administer the test. Now they put standards. Now from here we copy them. Because according to we law, the Road Traffic Act 2007, Section 56, subparagraph 1, it says, a vehicle used on the road shall be submitted for examination in accordance with this act. And it says, the examination shall be conducted every 6 months and once a year for private vehicle. So in other words, if you don't get a roadworthiness certificate today, your vehicle not for there on the road. So we people them, let's tell you what we do now in our country. We get the law. But we decide, say, like everything, government say let them go do what they call public-private partnership. Then bring one company. Not so this government bring them up. It start from the last government. Then call it auto-spec. Auto-spec, now go sign agreement with the government for say, now then go do all roadworthiness tests. And that law they go pass in a parliament just before this government can have power. And when this government be the opposition, they say no. They not go agree. Well then come, not only they agree, but then give more responsibility to auto-spec. Auto-spec roadworthiness check. Now they do vehicle number plates. Now they do vehicle registration and driver license. From the rent, government get 20%. And by now, they're supposed to don't build stations all over the country. Now, one great station no more than getting a mile 6. Now they go for MOT or roadworthiness test. But then they pass registration. So when they talk about safer vehicles, some people then say, look at the restriction for vehicle the way they can inside the country for put an age limit. We go put them. But what they put them? Now then Mercedes Benz split a band and they bring them van and then for cargo. Then can a tongue, then can put seats then they make a passenger. We will not get law for INC, then they get a problem. But under the same law, we get law there for deal with construction and use. So even when they fit their seats then they dimension the space, all landing a road safety, because if that motor car get accident, how they get evacuation. So these are some of the things that we know they do. So when they do MOT, when they do vehicle roadworthiness test, what should they check? Key important thing, you tire. And when they talk about tire check, you talk about the groove, not the tire. Internationally, they know for being more than 1.6 millimeter. You get for examine the tire for the bulge. We they see them big lorry them. We forget double tire until the key culprits then. Who say forget double tire until the inner tire not did safe. So tire is very important. Tire check. Because the tire and the motor car are the only one where they touch the ground. You get for look at the lighting system. We get lost there now we for talk about lights. People and they put strobe lights them on their vehicle. When a net, when light the lights there, now a hazard to other motorists. So we go for check, then go for check about the lights in there. Any lights by any vehicle will not come under manufacturer specification is prohibited in our country. You get for check the lights. You get for check the wiper then. Very important because we country 6 months now in season. And when you don't get wiper, no problem. Seat belt, another important thing. Because belt. You get for check the indicators them, whether they work. You get for check whether the speedometer said they work. You get for check the body work, the exhaust. One of the things them were very important. This week we see country in Brazil and they talk about COP30 or COP20. Then and vehicle emission. Now, one of the things that where they cause a lot of smoke, exhaust emission, instead they had to we issue them for deal with safety. Lung disease then. Almost lorry that we can see at them vehicle where they pull smoke. We not get effective system for check vehicle exhaust emission. We use now vehicle. Then country would they pay more for them vehicle than they will not get better vehicle. Now then they move to electric traction, electric vehicle for reduced pollution and the use of fossil fuel. We they far behind. But another advocate say we for just falamakata waiting them people here do. We get laws them. Let we implement the law. If you say commercial vehicle, every 6 months then for check, you get forget facility then for check. And we monopoly, to private sector monopoly. What in them for do? You go create job, you go create employment. When they talk about youth employment, like what should they do now? Get garages them all over the countries, then district them. When they go license for they do vehicle maintenance check, and also for they do then check them. Because what you need, not a thing way expensive. You need a pit. Right? They design the garage, forget like a pit we get step per day where you can go. You look at the undercarriage because that's very important. You can't forget machine where for do brake tests. You can't forget machine where they check the luminosity of the lights there. Which are they talk about luminosity? Because a big word. How bright the light is and the angle where you light them, where you put your light on, your headlight. The angle where that lights they come out. Because that is very important. It's very dangerous if you're not proper, especially in our country where beaucoup of them we treat they not get light. Simple thing that we can check again, where government can enforce. Them big lorry them. Like what's in the happen to now, one of the reasons that they steady bongo being accidents. When they say be in a motorbike, you go where in a lorry. You get a luminous strip where you can put, make them compulsory. Say all them big lorry then they and big bus, you get a luminous strip where they put for them. Right now, like tape. Where if na net safe, you dey drive, you dey from far, you go see a big vehicle. Some of them vehicle and they can park na nets. Where you don't get broke down. Another thing where they talk about road design for improved safety. Now some of them country here, we get road studs them when are solar powered. We then need for the on the road specification where they do new roads them for put their road studs then they. When are solar powered studs them, when are net, even if the streets not get light. You go to see lights na the road, you go see your lane markings. It's like how they see runway lights na airport. This is a basic, simple thing. It come back to road design. But again, like the vehicle the way they cause a lot of problems in our country. And then lorry them, where they take goods them from Wataki. Most of them lorry them, if we do proper tests, they're not for the on the road. And some of them lorry then they load 40-foot containers then. And one of the things that when are under the ECOWAS rules them, what not they do? What do I mean by axle load? We get laws there which Sierra Leone they try for implement. Like for instance, them vehicle then the way they come on our Wataki, then for make them compulsory. Say before they left the port, then for weigh them. You know, then for weigh them. Because when you check their lorry, then they some of them not fit for purpose. You load them. Look at almost accident don't take place with their overloaded lorry then they. Sometimes the load not secure safe. We don't get so many accidents. We container they for them. So these are some of the things that we come for vehicle safety. Same way so, the Road Safety Authority, now they get the responsibility them for examining garages them. In fact, then they give garage license. We are not feel to say that the responsibility down there. Because you get Ministry of Trade. So one of the problems that we get in our country, now because some authorities means we get for review all who are responsible for all things in there. Fambulela reminding her the line's still open. You can still send your comments. And we're going to come out to the last part of we thing for the road safety. When at the third element, where they talk about safer road users. When we talk about safer road users, we get different categories. We get drivers then. When I talk about driver, we talk about private drivers, and you really drive a private car. You talk about commercial drivers then. Somebody that says strict adherence, I'm 100%. But if you want to get strict adherence to speed limit on the highway, how do you do it? You get to get way for monitoring. Yes, static speed cameras then. Which I mean by static speed camera. Speed cameras are within a pole. We link to a control system where you go able to track the speed of a vehicle. And for enforce them, the police them and an instrument or an app where they go able to validate the number plate of them vehicle and they put on a system where na traffic violation where anytime they can do routine check, they go know who that be non-violate speed limit. Now not only that, like what have been talk about them points in a license where you get speed violation, it means say you now unsafe driver. The insurance company and safe, then for make sure say when you go insure your vehicle, if you're not unsafe driver, you get for pay more. Because the insurance company self can help. Because in them country here, when you insure your vehicle, you get for do something, right? Let all man not pay the same insurance. The one way actually don't get accident boku, don't get boku penalty for it, you make insurance there. So that's when a deterrent. Because people are only experiencing them within an pocket. We're going to affect them pockets. So, coming about safe road users, we know say the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, they get program where they call the SLRSA hour. Program there online. How about using community radios then? We get them all over the place then. Community radios then they are every corner of the country. If you want to do road safety education, we get beaucoup people and now we say they're content creator them. Design education them, materials them, jingles them, even in local languages. We go to broadcast on the radio. What say one of one of them petrol company we not there again na salon Total. Then we get road safety clubs na school. Then an important thing. The time we go school, primary school, we get traffic police officer that we can teach we how to cross the road. Beaucoup people then go remember the green cross code. Look left, look right, look left again. If the road is clear, we will get a radio program then for wheel and to foot. When they talk about road safety on the road, under SLBS and they. But now we can't do for wheel and to foot no more. Because we get 2 wheel, we get 3 wheel, we get 4 wheel, we get 6 wheel, we get 2 foot, we get 1 foot. Because you get people that way now amputees them. You get no foot. You get people that way they use wheelchair for is very important. Government get for work with civil society organization them. We get organization the way they do fine, but they need help. Like I know people in we get road safety, drive safe salon. Drive Safe now a woman, a young lady in the UK, where they do a tremendous job. They operate in a boat, they put zebra crossing, they do road safety education. My organization self where I start almost over 11 years ago. We don't do a lot. We don't get volunteers then. But we can only prosper if everything is coordinated. If we get the support of the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, then get for engage together. We get for make sure say how they train driver them. Not give people license them. We not go under proper training. We not go through proper syllabus. It's a shame in Sierra Leone. We not get no place where they train commercial bus drivers them. When we been start the Wakafine project, me personally, now me design a training program for bus drivers them. This is a program where I don't do now Liberia, Somaliland, Uganda, Kenya. But waiting happen when we start in a salon, we never even finish the training good safe. Then say, oh look, put them bus on the road. Politics. Let we know they do something because we they put people them, give the authority, we don't know what they do. Let we not just the right laws them, let the laws and then at the shelf, we know they enforce them. So, we fumble them. I don't talk plenty. As Salako can say, look, sense. This broadcast, I go want to know whether watch and I share them. It's on YouTube. I go put it on some of my platform then. Let people also go listen to them. Because it's very important. Because every journey must end safely. And road safety is no accident. As we pray and remember the one that we don't go. Today we're in Africa Road Safety Day and World Remembrance Day for victims. And as the president been saying, last week I mentioned, after that Wellington street disaster, the Wellington fire disaster, he said never again, never again. Not for just say never. The same president again we been telling we say, they allegedly enough for broke traffic. Let us go back to them. Together, we'll make a difference. So, fumble them until we meet again next week. You stay safe. This whole week, we remember and do a lot of programs, even in the country, for road safety. And let it not just be lip service. Because accidents, they kill more people in our country than even this kush where all man they jump on. I might be a lone voice in the wilderness, but prosperity will judge me. So till we meet next week, now me, Victor Akumengot, they say bye-bye and stay safe and have